My name is Neil DuRoss. I am a sophomore at St. Louis University. That's Neil, capital ROSS. Neil DuRoss.
All right, Neil. Uh, in your own words, how would you describe the American dream, and what is your opinion of the American dream?
The American dream to me is an ideal in which we should all, as human beings and as Americans, have inherently inside of us to understand that anything is possible. That here in this country you're given the opportunity to do anything you set your mind to. Whether that be to get a good education, to empower yourself, you have that kind of freedom here in order to do whatever it is. The American dream to me is Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier in baseball and becoming on equal par in the playing field, or it's the Irish immigrants or any kind of immigrant that came over and started just like taking any job they could of building up any public work and making a better name for themselves and giving their family an opportunity. The American dream is bettering yourself and then setting up your life for a higher opportunity to make the standard of living higher and better for future generations. The American dream is ongoing.
And how have you seen the American dream in your life?
In my life, I know just from looking at relatives, I know that on my mom's side, my mom was the first person in her family to graduate from college. And for her, I mean, not only being a woman, but just coming from that kind of lifestyle, that knowing that she could do that before, like it wasn't even an option for generations previous. And then she was able to do that, do what she wanted to do, which was teach. She's a teacher of helping young students. So I can take that as an example to live by, and I know in my life I know that anything's possible. I can do whatever I want. If I wanted to run for president, I theoretically could. If I worked really hard, if I decided from an early age to go to colleges, make myself like worldly on issues, and just work at it. But the American dream is just, it's possible in everything that I do.
Going along with that idea of opportunity and the chance to do what you put your mind to, obviously today was the inauguration of President Barack Obama. And it was a very powerful day for a number of reasons. Could you talk maybe just a little bit about what today meant for you and what it does to represent that sort of American dream?
Mm-hmm. I love watching the presidential inaugurations throughout history, all the ones I've been able to see in my lifetime from what I can remember. Because there's something about them, because it's history coming alive to life. Whenever you look back at history books, you always see like, oh, here's President McKinley or something like that. It's giving in the oath of office, and you always think about like how the history is just like there and it doesn't happen. Then when you see it live, it's like the only kind of like pomp and circumstance ceremony that we have here in the United States. And I love it because it makes it seem real. And today I was glued to the television. I was in class during the speech, but I was able to see just the parade route, and I was able to see that ceremony, maybe understand like what America stands for and the ideals that it's founded on. It doesn't matter which party's in office, if it's Democrat, Republican, Whig, Independent, whatever it's been in history. The ideal is the same, that every person in office is supposed to be held to a high standard and be our leader and everything, and guiding us as a country and making sure that we are the forerunner of democracy in the world. And today, it just seems so real. I was glued watching the parade, and when President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama got out of the motorcade, and the crowd went wild, and it just seemed so like tangible that, you know, this isn't just like, we kind of have a problem in the United States where we kind of like make our president mythical. It doesn't seem as if he's human. We're like, oh, that's the president, but this is a man right here. You know, it could be you, it could be me, anyone could be president. And especially being the first African American president, that was a really big deal. I was loving watching it for the history of that. I thought growing up that I would see it in my lifetime. I'm pretty sure in my lifetime I will see a black president, which we have now, a woman president, Hispanic president. I have a feeling all these things are going to happen in our lifetime, and I believe that's great because it just shows like how diverse our country is. And so for the historical standpoint, it was just like mesmerizing and inspiring to watch. I felt inspired all day because it doesn't really matter the policies, because no matter what side of the aisle you're on, we should all be rooting for and cheering for the president. Because when like something like that, it's like fills you kind of with a national pride, I suppose, that anything is possible, and that today was just like an embodiment of the American dream. To see all those people was also very inspiring. That people can actually come together. It seems like we might be too distant nowadays, but seeing however many thousands or millions of people were packed together just to see one thing, just kind of the feeling around right now that, anything is possible.